This is a WEEI special broadcast. It's the 11th annual WEEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. Now broadcasting live from Fenway Park, here's John Dennis and Jerry Callahan.
Hello again, my friends. Hour number 3 of the WEEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon live from Fenway Park, 877-738-1234. The pace has slowed just a bit. We were on a pace for about $1,000 a minute for the first hour and change. Now we're 120 minutes into the broadcast. We're at $105,404 on the Arbella Insurance tote board. That's with the Dana Katz check from Milton's The Store for Men at $7,500. We're at $105,404. I think we need to pick up the pace a little bit, don't you?
Remind people that they can call 877-738-1234 or log on to jimmyfund.org or text K-Cancer to 20222 to donate $10 in AT&T matches every $10. You can do it 5 times. You can donate 50. AT&T matches 50. That's $100 right there.
Wow.
Without even breaking out your credit card or writing a check.
Just do a simple text, and AT&T will double it for you. One of the nice things, of all the million great things about doing this telethon every year, obviously raising money for the Dana-Farber is first and foremost, is the chance to revisit and reconnect with people that you know and friends of yours from the past, and we're going to do that. We just did it with Lisa a few minutes ago. Joining us on the phone, I believe he's there, if they can pot him up back in the studio, my friend from the International Golf Club, Dan Wiedoch Jr. Dan, are you there? Good morning. Dan, is Dan there? Not there yet? Okay, we'll get to Dan in just a second. We'll take it to another friend in just a second. Her name is Leah Tepper, and Leah spoke at the Tame the Tigers this past May, I believe it was. She was our featured speaker, along with Lisa, and she brought down the house. I said to her she was the best speaker we've ever had at the Tame the Tigers, and Jerry said she might have been the best speaker he'd ever heard.
You were up there. I have to tell you, Leah, it was brilliant. And we'll just step back and you can do it again. Okay?
No, let me introduce Leah. Leah Tepper's from Stowe. She's 19. She was attending Quinnipiac College in Connecticut. She was diagnosed with, and I hope I get this correct, adrenocortical carcinoma. Is that correct? Did I get it right?
Yeah, wow.
Well, that was just a lucky stab in the dark there. Tell us your story, if you would, Leah.
So I was in my junior year of high school when I got diagnosed, and I was really just there for a routine physical, and I got some blood work done. There were some raised hormone levels. I went in for an MRI, and surprise, you have stage 4 cancer, which was just a really strange thing to hear because I wasn't having any other side effects. So that was a life changer. And now I would be a sophomore at Quinnipiac this year. But in that time, I've had to come out of school and fight this as a full-time job instead of focusing on school right now.
You said it's a life changer. What's the first thing that goes through your mind, and then how does your life change when you hear that diagnosis as a junior in high school?
I mean, really, I didn't know what it meant. I hadn't even taken anatomy at the time. I can tell you more about anatomy than I'd ever like to know right now.
Yeah, I'll bet.
But definitely a life changer where I didn't understand what I would be going through when that happened to me. And all of a sudden you're brought to the Jimmy Fund, you're matched with this amazing group of doctors, and they're there with you the whole way. But they're going to take you on this journey that's really going to take you to the brink and back. They're going to make you very, very sick, try and keep you healthy in between, make you very, very sick again. I've had over 60 radiation treatments. I think I'm on surgery number 15. I really lost count. And I've had over 3 different protocols of chemotherapy. So it's been a lot, and it's been a lot that I didn't really even know the human body could really take.
How do the people at the Dana-Farber, at the cancer clinic, get you through this kind of torture? I mean, essentially, it's torture. You said they make you very sick in an effort to try to make you feel better. The people there.
Yeah, the people there are so amazing. Really, for what what they're doing to you, they're not trying to hurt you, they're trying to save your life.
Sure.
And they really are. And everyone you meet there smiles all the time. Everyone's so happy.
Not as much as you do, though. We've seen you 3 or 4 times. I saw you on the front page of the paper. I've never seen you not smiling. What is wrong with you?
I have my days. I think everyone has their days. But really, everyone at the clinic is just amazing. They're really willing to do whatever it is that's going to maybe cheer you up. They have pottery, they have painting, they have puzzles. There's other little kids that you meet every day that are just the sweetest things, and you really feel for them and they feel for you, and you grow to meet and connect all these other families, and over time the clinic just kind of becomes a second home.
They also have road trips, of which you are a veteran world traveler, are you not?
Yeah, you're like the official spokesman for these trips.
Where all have you been? What have you done?
I love these trips. So their main trip is spring training, which I love so much. I've been twice. Lucky me. And so you stay in a really nice hotel, and there's a nice water slide there, there's a pool, you get to relax for a day, and then the next day we meet the Red Sox and watch a game, which is really the most exciting part besides the water slide. And it's really incredible, the once-in-a-lifetime experiences that you're allowed to have, because really you've had your childhood taken from you in a way. You've had a lot to lose, and the people at the Jimmy Fund are just the nicest people, and they know that, and they want to give you something back, and they want you to have the time of your life. They want you to get away from your family and just knowing that you have cancer for a weekend.
Do you forget that you do for a few days, a few hours?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the greatest feeling.
I'll bet. And talk about the connection with the kids that you're traveling with, the young people that you're traveling with. There's a special bond there when you go on the road trip together.
Absolutely. I'll never forget the first time I ever was asked to go on a trip. Of course, I thought maybe it would be all boys, and I'd never really seen anyone in the clinic my age. But you know, I decided to go. What do you have to lose? Plus, I'm meeting the Red Sox. That's awesome. Hi. So I went, and I've never really been a wig person. And I went in. I didn't have a wig, and I looked around, and everyone was wearing hats or wigs. I was very confused. I thought I was going to kind of be normal there, as opposed to, you know, where I was in my grade of seniors, all getting ready for college, and meanwhile I really had nothing. And I got there, and everyone's wearing wigs, and for a moment I felt a little upset and out of place. And then I look around again, and all these girls are taking off their wigs and playing with their hats and doing makeup, and I was like, this is funny. Oh, okay. This isn't weird at all. This is completely normal. Okay. And you get on the plane, you sit with someone, you have an instant connection. Everyone's so nice. They know you've been to the Ringer and back, and so have they. And it's really, I think that's maybe the greatest bond you can have, besides being a sibling.
Well, what's it like? What players did you meet? Who did you connect with? I can't even tell. What shirt is that?
It's a Pedroia shirt.
It's a Pedroia shirt covered with autographs.
Pedroia's my favorite.
Because you're about the same height.
Yeah. In fact, that's his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's his shirt. That's the one he wears.
That has a lot to do with it. He also plays second base, and I used to play second base.
Really?
So we've really got a deep connection. I'm not sure if he understands. But he will. Believe me on my I'm on my way to making it happen. So, yeah, Pedroia is definitely one of the friendliest guys I've ever met. Ever. Euclid, I ended up in the elevator with him. I know he's not on our team this year, but he was really such a great team player. And he would come out, and when he met everyone, his face lit up, and I mean, really all we're thinking about is, wow, we're meeting celebrities, but they feel doubly as blessed, and it's so nice to know that. And he was definitely one of the sweetest guys. Big Poppy's really cool. I mean,
He's Big Poppy.
I mean,
He's Big Poppy.
there's no going wrong with Ortiz. And once they start playing, that's really when all the fun doubles, because you just met these guys. Even if you don't know who they are, even if you haven't followed the Red Sox before, this is your first trip. You go out, you meet these great guys, and then you see them play, and I think it makes you appreciate baseball in a whole new light.
Sure.
And you know that they're playing knowing that they support you, and you kind of take that, and I think you all kind of have an extra dose of spirit for that game.
Do you smile and laugh like this at home when you go home in your quiet moments and you realize what a bad hand you've been dealt? What bad luck you have?
There are hard days. I mean, it's difficult, but I think the most difficult thing is thinking about my own family. And I have younger twin brothers, and I have an older sister, and my older sister just graduated from college with a double major, and my younger brothers are straight A students in high school, and they have so much going for them, and sometimes I feel like I'm taking something away from that. But at the end of the day, I know it's nothing I can control, and I know my parents are still proud of them, and I'm just really proud of them that they can handle all of this, because I don't think I would be able to handle all of this in their situation.
Well, I think you're doing a pretty fantastic job. And now you see that we didn't oversell the introduction about her speech at the Tame the Tigers. And I'm going to tell you this, based on what you just said and how much I know, and I knew before, but you really encapsulated what it means for these kids to go to spring training. You know, the Tame the Tigers golf tournament raises the money to do that. As long as I'm breathing, we're going to do that tournament and get those kids down there for every spring training. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.
She's the great Leah Tepper.